Hello, welcome to Football Encyclopedia. This is the home of global football. This is the home of global football. And my topic for today is Jeremy Doku, the Manchester City flying left winger who plays in the Premiership, gives his life to Jesus Christ, Yeshua. Here, as I can show you, because on Football Encyclopedia we've always got evidence. This is a picture of Jeremy Doku himself with the Holy Bible. So this is not something that I'm making up. This is something that is real. Here you can see Jeremy Doku celebrating winning the Premier League. He's got the Holy Bible. And also, he is talking about, in this article, how he gives his life, or how he gave his life to Jesus Christ, Yeshua. I'll read what the article says here. The article says, breaking news, Man City player Jeremy Doku has officially given his life to Christ. He is one of those players that openly and fearlessly talks about God. Well, I think that's what the Football Encyclopedia is all about. I think that's what Yeshua Television is all about also. Yeshua Television UK. It says Jeremy Doku revealed that if he doesn't help people or talk about God on the last day, God will hold him accountable. So Jeremy Doku goes around his community whilst he's traveling, whilst he's on his platform, whilst he's playing football. He talks to people about God. So as far as I'm concerned, Jeremy Doku is a football evangelist. Yes, Jeremy Doku is a football evangelist because he says he goes around talking to people about how God saved him and saved his life. Isn't that interesting? Okay, I think that's very interesting indeed. I read further on the article. He says there were many good players, but God gave him a chance. Wow. So that means when Jeremy Doku was growing up, he was playing with a lot of good players, but not all of them turned professional. Wow, wow, wow. And there was a reason why God made Jeremy Doku turn professional. Wow, wow. That's deep. That is deep. I never turned professional footballer myself, but that was a dream of mine. So here, Jeremy Doku saying that there were many good players, but God gave him a chance. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. That makes me feel a little bit emotional because I always wanted to turn professional myself and show the world what I could really do as a footballer, but it never happened. Maybe I should have given my life to Christ or God earlier, but that's a different story altogether. That's a picture of Jeremy Doku one more time. Yeah. And Jeremy Doku here is being grateful to God. He's saying that when he was growing up, he wasn't really the best player amongst his friends, but God chose him for a reason. And that's why he's doing the work of God right now. So, kudos to Jeremy Doku for coming out and talking about his faith in Christ and in God. We do appreciate. And Jeremy Doku says that God gave him a chance for a reason. And the moral lesson here is, no matter what you do, always put God first and at the center of everything. Jeremy Doku here also is saying that whatever it is you do in this life, always put God first. That's what Jeremy Doku is saying. Always put God first and you will reap your rewards. It's very interesting, isn't it? There's a reason why I'm actually making this video. It's like to proclaim the message that without Christ and without God in your life, I don't care how talented you are, you're never going to break through. I always saw myself as one of the best footballers in the world growing up, but not knowing Christ cost me, to be honest. I didn't really fulfill my football dream. But through players like Doku and other born-again Christians, I can still talk about it. So let me go back to the topic, which is Jeremy Doku gives his life to Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Yeshua. Now, Jeremy Doku himself, we all know, is a very, very fast player indeed. He relies on speed to get past his opponents. Doku is very, very fast indeed, and we appreciate that. Young player, probably in his mid-20s, but he causes a lot of mayhem on the pitch when he glides past players with his speed. And he's brave, because Jeremy Doku could always get into the box and score a goal or lay an assist. Jeremy Doku is a player that had to make it onto the football encyclopedia because he's a player that I respect, and he's an achiever as well. His pace, his speed is electric. I mean, the Manchester City fans and fans all over the world can never get enough of Jeremy Doku because he is a speed star. Direct, aiming for the box, exciting, and he scores goals. That's Doku for you. Doku is an absolute professional footballer that does what he does. He has a positive impact. I see him as a winner. So, you know, people see Pep Guardiola as a serial winner, but without players like Doku, it wouldn't be possible. Because players like Doku make Pep Guardiola's dream come alive. So, Doku has got trophies to show for it. He's such a talented footballer. When I look at myself, when I used to play football, I wasn't really a winger myself. I was a number 10. A playmaker, that's what I was. Never made it. Am I bitter? Not anymore. Players like Jeremy Doku, when I see them, it gives me joy. Growing up, I lived the wrong lifestyle. Wish I knew God earlier. Injuries made me quit my career. In 2004, after all those knee operations, couldn't play anymore. But God is our helper. I mean, I don't play football anymore, but today I can talk about it. I can talk about great players like Jeremy Doku. I can talk about great players like Emmanuel Amunike. I can talk about great players like the list goes on and on and on. Brazilian Ronaldo. The reason why I mention those players is because I had similar injuries to them. So you got to understand that Jeremy Doku is on top of his game and the world knows him. But there's a lot of players out there that didn't really fulfill their dreams, that are even better than Jeremy Doku. But the Football Encyclopedia is here to congratulate Jeremy Doku on giving his life to Christ. And I just want to say Jeremy Doku also is on the right path. Most definitely, Jeremy Doku is on the right path. You've been watching the Football Encyclopedia. This is the home of global football, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Leave your comments, like my videos, share my videos, and there's still more to come. Yeah, because this is what I do now. I'm more or less like a football journalist. You've been watching the Football Encyclopedia, like I said, and hold tight. God bless. Thanks, G. Thanks, G.